This NBA playoff breakdown is going to feature Jokic, one of the best players in the world. And to start with breaking down his game, it's his left shoulder righty hook, his go-to move in the paint. So in this example right here, he's going to seal his primary defender in the paint, Chet Holmgren. Now you can see this half spin right here with his right shoulder, but he's coming back over his left shoulder right here, getting the ball to his right hand to shoot his righty hook right there. Catching it right there. He's immediately going to pivot around. Now, part 2 is going to feature his footwork, and then we're going to talk about how he spins off his defender to score. But he's going to catch right here. You can see his pivot. He puts the ball down right away. Drop step pivot. Now, he's going over that left shoulder right here to his righty running hook right there, and he does a great job with his off arm of going straight up to protect the ball. Catching right here on Alex Caruso, one of the best defenders in the NBA playoffs. He's going to sink right here. He's going over that left shoulder. He's just going to sink and then gets right to his little touch hook with his right hand, which is what he is dominant at. He's also very good at slowing down, using his body in the paint right here to get into his primary defender, keeping that body contact so he can control his defender, so he can finish over top with his shoulder and his steps. Now Kawhi is guarding him right here. He's going to attack middle to his right hand. Now he's going to sink, then he's going to push out step, which is getting to the middle right here, push out step. Now he's going to go over that left shoulder right there to his righty hook. Ball comes over top. Now with Kawhi, you can see he's got to change the angle to get it higher right here, because Kawhi's such an elite defender with his length. Now versus Chet, he's just going to bump him right here off his spot, so you can see the bump right there. Now he's going to sink down, then a little half spin, get back left shoulder, righty hook right over top. But it starts with that bump into his chest right there to create the separation. This is one of the toughest things for post players to score against, is when you have this separation right here, which Zubac is doing. He has the separation. Jokic has such great balance. He's just going to keep sinking down right here with his pocket dribbles, keeps his balance right here. He's going to pivot back, and he's going over that left shoulder to his righty hook. It's just automatic at this point in his career. Spin off, half spin, get it back to that right hand. Watch, he's going to spin off, half spin, gets it back to that right hand. That shoulder gets inside right here, Hartenstein's shoulder, so he can have separation right here. He brings the ball away right there to shoot it right over top. Arguably the best footwork in the NBA is Jokic. Now you're going to see right here how he's going to step through after he bumps his primary defender. He's going to step through with that right foot, get through that small little gap to finish. Now he's on the low block right here. Watch the ball placement. Pump fake. This is elite right here. Watch this, how he's going to push out step to get baseline. Little ball fake. He's going to step through with that left foot right there. Creates the angle with that right shoulder. Just elite footwork in the paint. Pump fake. Now, I call this the Kobe pivot. He is famous for it. How he's going to bump, get the 2 feet, and he's going to wheel off that back foot right there, all the way around, get back to that righty hook like we broke down earlier in part 1. He's playing out of the mid post. He's going to sink dribble right there. You can see he's going midline right here with that push out step. Pushes off that right foot, left, right, ball fake. And that ball fake gets his primary defender in the air right here. Now he can step through and get right back to that righty floater. Now he's also great with his footwork with the bump Euro step. So watch how he's going to catch the ball. He's going to bump his primary defender right there. On balance, left, right. And then he's going back to that right hand to shoot it. But he's so good with his balance. Inverted ball screen. He starts his drive. He feels the contact right there, slowing down to get the contact. Like we talked about earlier in his breakdown, he wants this body contact so he can control his primary defender. Left, right, Euro step. Finish with that right hand. Another inverted ball screen, driving, getting that contact right here. Left, right again. Keeps the ball high. That's really important right here. He protects the ball. He's strong with the ball, and he can finish over top. Another bump, Euro step, right into a righty runner. Part 1 talked about Jokic going over his left shoulder, righty hook. Part 2 is his footwork in the paint. Part 3 is where he's going to spin off his primary defender. He's the best in the NBA. He's the best in the world at spinning off right here. So watch how he's going to get the contact right here. He's going to spin off with that drop step. Now he can play in his straight line to the rim, keeping body contact. Once again, watch how he's going to spin off, get his shoulder right here into Chet right there, that right shoulder into Chet. When he spins off, he's wheeling off that inside foot, getting that left foot all the way around. Now he can protect the ball right here and finish on the other side. What he is so good at is spinning off with the correct footwork and understanding the angles of where his defender is. He's feeling his defender, so he knows he can spin off, getting to that left right there, keeping the body contact on balance, left foot down to finish with that right hand. So he doesn't bump Euro on this one. You can see he's going to bump, take the step right here, and then he keeps the ball high and protected. Catching it again. Now watch his footwork. He's going to drop that right foot down. Ball goes down at the same time. Now he has his shoulder into his primary defender. He's getting to his spot right there off that right foot to shoot a little touch shot right over top his primary defender. Now watch the balance right here from Jokic. Lou Dort tries to swipe at this one. He's going to spin off, drop step into that spin move right there. Recognizes the shot blocker. He's going to shoot that righty floater over top, which is part 4 of our breakdown, is his floaters and runners. Now with his spin move right here, he's going to spin back to his right hand. But watch how he keeps body contact right there. Watch the ball placement. It's high. Now he can go up with power and shoot it over top. Spin back to that right hand. And he's so good at spinning to a same foot runner. So he's going to spin, take that step right there, and he's going righty right runner over top. That's why it's so hard to time his shots, is when he spins off, he can shoot it off 2 feet, or he can shoot it off 1 foot into his little hook shot or floater. Like right there, he's going to spin right to left. He's going to take the right step, left step right there, and then he's shooting a little runner over top his primary defender. You can see he's going to sink down right here on Chris Dunn at the nail. His eyes are up, attached to his inside shoulder, so he can see the court right here, so he can court map. He's going to spin off, take that extra step like we just saw earlier on that previous clip, and he can shoot right over top. He's getting to his spot every single time with his footwork and his spin moves, and he has incredible touch. The last part of this breakdown is Jokic's floaters and his runners, and what he's so good at is finding space. So right here, he's going to set this screen, this slot ball screen right here on the empty side. He's going to short roll, and what I mean by that is he's not trying to get behind the big right here to the rim. He's going to short roll into space. Jamal Murray does a great job of finding him in the pocket so he can catch, and he's going right into a little floater over 2. And you can see he's just so good at finding that space. Watch it again. Sets the screen, rolls, finds the space right into a floater. He knows what he's going to. Now he's going to attack the closeout, catches it, drives right into a little runner. So a floater is off 2 feet with one hand, either hand, and then a runner's off 1 foot with either hand. Now he's going to set the middle ball screen. He's rolling a little quicker right here because you can see the screener's defender is a little higher up, but he also knows he has a gap defender right here at the elbow. He catches it, and he is so good at court mapping. He knows where that defender is, so he can protect the ball right here on the swipe up and gets the ball high to shoot that runner. Spins off, left foot, right hand runner, just unbelievable touch right there. Now he's going to drive the ball left, and he's going to go into his same foot runner, so he takes the extra step right here to get that right foot down, and then he can shoot the righty right over top his primary and the shot blocker. Driving it, he recognizes the shot blocker coming right there, and he knows he can take the one more step. That's going to throw off the timing because he still hasn't jumped yet, so now he can go with his righty right runner right over top, and watch the ball placement right here on the glass. It's high right here, so a great drop angle to get over the length.